are live.
What's up, homies?
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
What's going on?
Fishizzle.
The hat
Yeah.
backwards, son.
Fishizzle.
You got
He's so blinding. It's Fishizzle.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Right.
I'm having
I got the stunner shades on. The stunner shades.
yeah. Mine are in the boat, or I'd have them on. I'm sorry.
I keep mine in my truck, so,
Yeah,
so I didn't have mine. If certain people would have said, "Hey, let's do this," maybe
on,
10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes ago, we would have all been matching.
Yeah, true. Bobcat's like, what's with the sunglasses, Smelly Kelly? It's because Brandon's so
Bright.
blinding. He's awesome.
Man, have you ever seen his logo? I mean, it's
I mean, it's pretty sharp.
yeah. Let me
it's sharp.
turn off my cam and show it off.
There you go.
There he is.
So
That's-
bright.
That's a Fishizzle logo if I've ever seen one.
Fishizzle.
I got to turn the hat back around.
Yeah, we got to turn the hats
Yeah.
back around. And so it looks like we've got several people already in the
Got
house.
11 people in the house. What's up? 11 people.
That people, then that's going to grow even more.
Downtown. Ernie Brown, Mike, the Sampy Sampson,
Hopefully stays in here for a little while.
Pontoon Jody.
So I was going to go ahead and showcase this right quick. Jody said she's his number one fan, and of course on the cusp of that was Cool Cat saying please. He knows I'm his number one fan.
I need the admins to help tonight. There goes the wiener dog. Sorry.
But we got to compete with this one.
Let me let my wife in the back door. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. Fishizzle wide eyes. We got
He goes, I've been fish gizzled.
fish gizzled.
What's up, Jeff Beal?
We got 922
man.
Crappy.
Yep.
Kentucky Crappy. Got Dink over Stink.
Yep.
Got him.
Yep.
We'll
Hated that we couldn't have him on last week.
It's all good. We'll get that taken care of, and he'll be a guest on another date. So,
there's the man, the myth, and the legend.
There he is,
Mr.
Warshaw.
Yep.
So, what's up there, Cat Man? So, let's see what else.
Oh, gosh.
We had a whole lot of people in.
Bob said he's the dimmest bulb in the back.
All right.
Got Miss Becca.
Yep.
Let's see. There's
There
Chris.
you go. Good gosh.
Reader.
Throw your wiener, Brandon. Throw your wiener.
And the show
My wiener's
before we
out
got
of control.
Let's go left. Go left.
Chris from Hubcap Points. Thank you for coming in. Actually, Chris, I need to get with you sometime tomorrow if possible. So I'll try to give you a call, or you can give me a call. Let's see what else we got. Who else is in here? Jeff Bill. We already said Bobcat. Had Miss Becca. I like Miss Becca. She's such a pretty girl. Or woman. Excuse me. Hell yeah!
Awesome. Heck yeah!
You should have been to told me that, Richard. You're lacking.
All right, I got to get this out. Who's a better fisherman between you and Bobcat?
Oh, okay. First
Yeah.
I've got to. Because I know he's watching.
Do you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I got this headset on now because of the wiener dog, but I gotta give it to Bobcat because he was king of the Tennessee River, and he outworks me with the bumping. I would say I'm more of a lazy fisherman, and Bob is willing to put the effort in. So I'm happy to admit that I'll give him that crown.
Okay, now I'll ask the second part of that question. How much did he pay you to say that?
he didn't pay me nothing. Maybe that's a sympathy comment.
Bobcat called him earlier today and said, "Hey, while you're on the show, how about give me a little shout out?"
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Cool
Cat
Cat
says, "Take the fifth. Take the fifth."
Talking about Richard, Catman said that the most scared he's ever been on a boat was when he was fishing with Richard.
Oh, good gosh.
Oh goodness.
So,
Yeah, if the admins in chat can do me a favor, if you see any comments from Pontoon Jody, Trophy Seeker Outdoors,
Like that one? Like
yeah,
that one?
I need you to suppress those comments. Anything
Well, you
from
mean about 300? You would talk about 300 seconds suppressed?
Bobcat Outdoors, Cool Cats Fishing, Catfish Hunters TV. Yeah, please help those suppressed or time them out. That would be appreciated.
What is it in for us?
Yeah.
What do we get out of it?
Maybe like a giveaway or
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Too many admins and we have nobody.
Bad thing is they're all moderators on my channel.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
Oh goodness.
Richard was saying that Justin's fishing fetish hates when he's on the lake with him at night. I've been on the lake with Richard. I'll keep my comments.
What's up, Double Hook?
Only because I'll be fishing with him not too long from now. So let's see. Yeah,
Dave from Double Hook. We got Mr. Buggy himself.
Catman was explaining that they were on Lake Wheeler with crazy winds and 4-foot swells, and 3 boats had sank that weekend as well. Yeah, I'd have been scared too. I ain't gonna lie. So, look, there's Fishizzle in the house.
Yeah. Appreciate that, James.
I tell you what, before we actually get started real good and everything, don't want to bring the show down, but we all want to keep KP in mind. He's fighting for his life right now. I haven't heard anything today. I'm hoping everything's still going good for him. I know that there was some he backtracked a little bit, and but if you keep the prayers going, I think it all will work out for him, and hopefully it will. So y'all
absolutely.
KP strong. So
absolutely,
that's right.
All right, now that I wanted to say that piece and give that out there and say those prayers for him, we can get back to roasting Brandon. So
especially with these kind of comments.
Right, exactly.
Don't look.
0 distractions there.
Don't look.
I'm gonna be totally focused tonight, guys.
Brandon is a rump grazer.
That's way left.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go.
So how did you get into this YouTube gig?
I gotta say, Bob is the one that sucked me into this and ruined my life. And I was just kidding. But,
it's your fault, Bob.
So I was a local cat fisherman. I knew Bob, I knew the YouTube guys, but I didn't really participate in YouTube. And they were going to do the Battle of the Rivers, and Bob was telling the other guys, he's like, we need Brandon. We need Brandon. So I owe him for sucking me into the group. And then, Pontoon Jody has her show, and she encourages people around her. And she got me to do my first live tournament fishing her show. So they're the ones I owe for sucking me into this thing.
There you go. Bobcat. Whoop. Bob said runt.
Yeah, he ruined my life.
Wanted to say hello to Sampy. How
What's
you
up,
doing there,
Shampy?
buddy?
Oh, we got a question from the muskrat himself.
Ooh, there you go.
What the Fishizzle?
What's up, Fishizzle?
You know, that kind of goes along with what we were going to ask anyway. So how did that come about?
You know, I have to say, it's not a really good story. I saw another boat called the Fishizzle down on the ocean actually, and I just loved the boat name and I ripped them off. And you know, being a Snoop Dogg fan, you know, I had Bob make me a logo with a big catfish that says Fishizzle with a big, I'll say, cigar in his mouth, and
Yeah, cigar.
and
Yeah.
that's the where the Fishizzle emerged. That's actually the name of my boat and not what I go by. So my boat is the Fishizzle and I'm Brandon. So
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Pontoon Jody had a question tonight. It says, Brandon, what is your favorite dragon weights?
They're just trying to get me to say bottom pounders. We've just had so much fun with that name selected by FOA, so we're like, need to do a good bottom pounding on the river. So, oh my gosh, what do I use? I've got a mixture of homemade ones coming from Bob, and then I've got some Dirty South dragon weights, some 4-ounces, and they never get snagged. And if they do, it'll usually pull out where the clip comes out of the top, and you get your rig back. So I've had a lot of success from those.
Yeah, that's good.
That was so wrong asking that, Jody.
Chris asked, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, she's laughing." Chris said, "Damn it, you beat me to it. I was going to ask if somebody here was a Snoop Dogg fan."
Everybody loves Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
But
I had him call my house earlier today, asking if I wanted some loan. Seriously, it's what he said. He said his name was Snoop Dogg, and he wanted to loan me some money. I'm like, sure, go for it. Sure.
Yeah. Did he ask for your cash out?
No, he just wanted me to go. He just wanted me to click on the link.
So now that we've had that fun out of the way, so, getting a little serious. So we were talking earlier, and we were talking about the live scope. I had noticed that or actually I had forgot that you had live scope until I went back and looked at your channel again. You said you'd had it for a couple of years. I assume that you like it since you've had it that long. And if so, what do you mainly use it for?
Yeah, so I would say I mainly use the live scope in like slow current conditions where I can keep the bait like directly under the boat. Because you see people using their side scan to find structure, kind of make a waypoint on the structure. Yeah, they call it love scope, baby love scope. But, so people use side scan or down scan. They find structure, they make a waypoint, right? And then they'd go try to like anchor above it and cast baits back to it, or like on Roger's show the other night, they were figuring out trigonometry to get your bait in the right spot. Well, with the live scope, you see the actual tree or rock on the screen. You just lower your baits down, park it, in the strike zone. There's no question about it. So I like using it for that. There's some big pieces of concrete above the dam at Chickamauga where I can go catch. If there's a numbers tournament, like I can be very competitive because I can put baits right there on those fish. If you're suspend drifting, because live scope is a combination of like three separate beams that are 40 degrees, so you're shooting down a 120 degree beam, so you're actually able to see when you're drifting what's coming. So if you're about to drag 4 or suspend 4 baits into a boulder, you realize several feet ahead of time, I need to raise these up, and you can, see what depth the fish you're holding at, get your bait in the right spot. So I don't use it all the time, but it definitely has its place.
There you go. Yeah. 351 Cleveland shamed me just then. He put on there your link, and it reminded me I had not done that yet. What's up, Cleveland? Let's see. Okay. Oh, I think you did the same one I was going to do.
Yeah, that's a story there, because last year me and Bob were fishing Jody's finale, and J-Dog was beating us by a few pounds. And when I get small bites from a channel cat, you kind of remember where those spots are that the channels are picking at your bait. So I knew of a spot right away, and there's 20 minutes left in this tournament, and I pull over to this channel cat spot, and I put these little hooks on, and we catch three channel cats on purpose right at the end, just so we had enough weight to win the finale. And so he called me the channel catter or catinator after that. Yeah. But I'm super competitive, so it was like I'll do what I have to do out there to win.
There you go. Jody wants to know what favorite rod and where did it come from? What's your favorite rod and where did it come from?
Oh God. So I would have to say my new favorite rod is the Mad Catz Carbon Patriot. You've seen the one that's got the American flag on the handle and everything. And yep. we made a rule on the boat. You have to put a massive, like 6-inch plus skipjack head on it, and you have to say America like when you cast it out, or you have to rub it back in.
Initiating the rod.
So yep. It's like every time it's like America. Yes.
Squirrels in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Mr. Squirrel Magnet?
So, what? Oh, I forgot what I was going to ask. That's sad. Girl.
Now, is Mad Catz the only rod that you use, or do you kind of use whatever you've got, like you can get?
Yeah, like I've kind of had them all. My PB for a long time was caught on an ugly stick from Walmart. I caught a 65-pounder on an ugly stick spinning combo. So they can handle anything. Once Mad Catz started the weekly challenge with the giveaways and everything, I've slowly moved over to those. So I have a dozen Mad Catz. I gave my Hellcats to Bob and gave away some of my slime cats and other equipment. So I'm pretty much solely running those and chasing that weekly prize.
There you go. Yeah, I've had a chance to try out the Mad Catz in America. And I actually they have a little faster tilt than my Hellcats in BCS that I have. I like that little stiffer tilt, but I like them overall. They handle really, really well.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I throw some heavy weights and some really big baits, and they handle it no problem. Jody said, "Did you win that rod?" I did. My favorite rod was free. I got it from the Mad Catz Challenge. I got second place with the 58-pound blue a couple months back and won that rod. So yeah, it keeps you going.
What was your PB on Blue Cat? Was it 65?
Well, it was 65 a couple of years ago, and back in December, I went fishing, and my buddy was late to the boat ramp, so I just sat around at the boat ramp BSing with some old man, and he was catching white bass, and I was like, "You care if I keep those?" And finally, my buddy Austin said he wasn't coming, so I ended up just going over and fishing somewhere close to the boat ramp, and the first fish I hook up with was close to an 80-pound blue cat. And so I got a picture of that one I think that the only like production video I've ever made on my page is that fish that was close to 80 pounds on there. He was 53 inches long, and I caught him on. I'm a braid guy, so of course I caught him on braid and a Abu 6500. If I'm running mono, I want an Abu 7000. If I run braid, I want the 6500 because I like the lighter setup, especially if I'm fishing with a lot of reels out there. Just less impact on your joints.
Yeah,
Muskrat wants to know if you got any pin squalls.
Yeah,
since asking for a friend.
Since I'm giving away equipment, yeah, no, I had a pin reel. I think I gave it away to someone else already. So
I see Joy Stewart's in the house.
Yep. And Cookie and James said he scared the hell out of people.
Yeah,
it's quiet,
James
yelling,
is loud. James is loud. It always echoes across. Like we're fishing in the river gorge, and James's voice echoes off both sides of the canyons down there.
So you would going out with Bobcat was doing bumping. How many bumping rods do you have now?
I actually have one bumping rod, and I bought it as a used one from Bobcat himself, and I'll never sell it.
It's initiated. Okay.
Yeah, it's initiated. And when I first bought my new boat last October, he took me out, and my first bumping fish was actually a flathead randomly, and I've done it with him several times, enough to get somewhat of a feel of it. I'm not anywhere near what he can do, but I at least am functional to go bumping. I'll say that.
Yeah. And are you sure he didn't set you up for failure by selling you a non-working bumping rod?
Yeah, there has to be a reason he was getting rid of it. Yeah, actually, the reason is it was a left-hand reel. Like I broke my left arm one time, so I don't want to hold the reel in my left hand. I want to hold it in my right hand, crank with my left. And Bob likes to use the trolling motor remote with his right and hold the reel in his left. So he just sold it because it was the wrong hand.
Yeah. So as far as because I know we were talking about you like to suspend drift and drag. How does the bumping compare to that? I mean, I know it's new and you're trying to still trying to get a feel for it, but how do you like it based on how you normally fish?
Well, if you go bumping, you just have to be ready to be scared to death when the fish hits the bait, because it'll startle you every time, and you kind of get a rush that's different from it hitting in a rod holder, and if fish are concentrated up at the dam, it can be a super effective way to fish, and you might waste hours anchoring downriver, and you better just be bumping at the dam.
So for those of us that fish mostly lakes that has little to no current, I mean, I've got current in my local lake, but not enough to do like you guys do. Would you say if I were to take and throw the bait out and then do the same thing, keep the boat rolling and just hold, instead of put it into the rod holder like you normally would, just hold on to it like you would if you were out there bumping, you think you'd get the same feel? Or do you think getting into that stronger current is going to be your best bet?
Yeah, I think because the current takes all the slack out, and the bait's kind of pulled straight away from you, I think you get that instant hit that you're not going to, and you have the bail open because you're usually just letting a little line out with your thumb. So I don't think it's going to compare if you have slack in the line on the lake. If it was a no current lake, I would be out there dragging baits around, not trying to bump. No doubt about it.
Okay, Bobcat said that would be called walking baits.
Yeah.
I assume as far as being on the lakeside, I assume that's what he's talking about there.
Yeah, like Bob, if we're anchor fishing, he can't leave the bumping rod sitting unattended. He has to like go to the back of the boat and try to walk a bait back. And we might have a dozen rods out, but he's gonna thread the needle, try to get one through there, but somehow never gets tangled. So
we got a few more that's jumped in here real quick. I want to holler at them real quick while we got them out of here.
Right.
We got Tim Molina showed up. What's up, Tim Molina? We got Quiet Man Curtis is in the house.
Miss Chrissy Brown.
Yeah, Miss Chrissy Brown has showed up, and I think that is.
And that's
it.
it.
I believe that's it. We got 24 awesome, wonderful people in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and share it out. And if you haven't hooked up with Fishizzle, Mr. Brandon, make sure you do that. And give him a holla holla. Give him a holla holla.
Holla holla holla.
Holla holla holla. Just don't give him no holla holla dollars. Yeah. Them dollars make you sing.
There's Mr. Backlash Fisherman, Mr. Bird Nest himself.
And I will go ahead and give a shout out to Mr. Joe from Chat Cats Fishing, because I honestly don't know if I would be doing this if I hadn't have like stumbled across his content like 3.5-4 years ago. Like I didn't even realize our waters were so good for trophy catfish. I liked fishing back then, but I wasn't serious about catfish. So I got to give him credit, and probably a lot of the friends around me would say the same thing, that we kind of owe him for sparking our interest in this and putting good videos out there. So every time I've gone on a guide trip with Joe, like early on, I would do guide trips with Joe. The first time I went with him, we caught a 67-pound blue. The second trip with him, we caught a massive flathead, like 90 foot down on the river gorge. The third trip we took, we doubled up on a upper 40s and a low 50-pound fish. So, he's got some magic about him and lots of experience.
There you go. Cool Cats were saying that Jody never gets tangled.
That's right. Yeah, Joe gave us all the bug.
Oh yeah, he was one of the first ones I watched, along with Steve Douglas and them. And he got me started because he was more local to me than Douglas. Douglas was. So
there's Jeff Beal. He had a flathead tournament the other night. And I tried my darndest to find a flathead, like only flatheads counted. And we just don't have a good bite on them right now. So I tried hard, but only caught one blue, and it was a tough night. I would much rather be dragging the lake trying to catch blue cats. The last few dragging trips I've taken, we caught 14 blues and 9 blues on the last 2 trips. And the biggest were like 50 pounds and maybe one in the low 40s. So it's definitely a dragging bite over the river right now.
Yeah. Something I saw in the chat, and it actually it kind of caught me off guard. I wanted to say to Bobcat that I'm glad he's getting better. I was kind of following all that he was going through kind of closely. I'm glad that he's actually in the chats. Hope he gets back out there fishing soon.
Absolutely, definitely.
I wish I could get back out there and fish soon.
Yeah, we're ready to have Bob back out there. That was tough for me. Bob's a close friend, and I lost my dad to the same. Sorry about that. Same surgery, and so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we understand.
He come through. Going to have a heck of a scar to talk about from now on.
Yeah.
So So I'm glad he's back with us and all.
He said, "I'll be back soon."
There you go.
Stronger.
That's right. We'll
Yeah,
get him
that's
out
Strong
there.
arm. He gonna be strong
And, you
arm
know-
that fish.
You know,
Yeah.
Daryl's got to have a total knee replacement too. So
Yep.
we'll have
Yeah.
we'll
I
have
think
a
it's coming up. I think
we'll
that's
have a
coming up pretty
return
soon.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
I think it's Friday. We'll get him back out there and back in action.
There you go. Yeah, I was mentioning to some buddies of mine. I need to get back out there, and every time I start mentioning it, everybody around me goes, "You need to concentrate on you and don't worry about it." Listen, that's my hydrotherapy. That will help me get over what I'm going through. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. I gotta say hi to my co-conspirator over there.
Yeah.
Miss Coastal Water.
There he is.
Yeah. Hi, Coastal. Call me Kelly Blair.
Oh Lord. Ponte, or Jody says we're hoping Dale is having a mouth reduction.
Yeah, that way I don't have to remember my earplugs when I go out.
you know if they don't put him completely under, he'll talk the doctor's ear off. So
Oh yeah,
you will.
That's right.
so if he comes back and one leg is kind of quartered to the left,
we know what happened.
We know what happened.
Yeah, I made Daryl a promise to fish all of his spots really hard while he's down, so I'll do that for him.
There you go. Exactly.
Chris said he needs to send you a song called "The Ocean."
It's my church. And go ahead and send it to me. You send it through Messenger. I'll get it and look at it later, Chris. So we are at the halfway point now. It's always seemed like we're getting shorter and shorter.
I know.
Kind of a blur.
Okay, so he'll be louder than ever. he'll come out of that, and his voice will be loud.
I don't know if we can stand that, but we'll see. So, shall we go ahead and do our spotlight for tonight?
Let's do the spotlight.
Do some spotlights. Let me get it pulled up here, and away we go. And there we go. Spotlight is on Mr. Sampy himself.
Yep.
Appreciate everything.
Mr. Sampy is one of the most supporting people in our community. He's always there, always first in most chats saying hi and everything, but he's always there lurking in the background always. So definitely if you see him out in the chats this week, tell him hi and thank you for being there always.
And if you're still in the chat, Sampy, let me just say this: doing your spotlight tonight was tough. You don't post enough pictures of what you catch, son. You need to start showing off what you catch,
because we know what you catch.
We know what you're catching, but show us what you're catching. What I missed? Oh, Donald Knight's in the chat.
Yeah, Jeff is talking to Bobcat and them about coming down there in October. I'm thinking next year or something about getting down there or something.
I got you. All right. So what seems to be your up and coming? What you got planned and everything?
Yeah, what's your future look at for you for the Fishizzle?
Or actually, before you answer that question, let me ask you this: how long have you actually been doing YouTube, and who got you started specifically, or how you got started for that matter?
Yeah, so I would say I've been doing YouTube. Well, I started out with the name Fishizzle, and I probably had that for 2 years, and I was just one of the lurkers in chat, coming in and chat with people, and it wasn't until that Battle of the River last year, uh, when when Daryl and Bob and Jody wanted me to team up with them, that they kind of boosted me to 50 subscribers, so I could actually go live and participate with them. So that's what got me started in it. I honestly don't do a whole lot with YouTube. I really enjoy doing the online tournaments and competing with people out there. I don't really do production videos. If I catch a big fish, I'll put a short out there, something cool. But I have a few plans to make some just off the wall videos, like you see bass fishermen fishing with these big A rigs, and I'm like I'm gonna take a big A rig and put giant skipjack heads on, like 3 giant heads, and drop that down the river gorge and make a video out of that. So I got a few ideas and things that are coming. But with YouTube, I'm just out here having fun and enjoying the friends that I'm making, and I'm not trying to make any money or be famous, and just having a good time.
Oh yeah,
that's a good that's a thing, a good thing too, because it takes a lot of work, and you have to. And I've been doing YouTube now for 5 years, and it took me a little while to get over 1,000, but I don't put enough content out to be able to get my hours up. And I finally decided about 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, that I was going to give it up. It started becoming a job, and I'd always said if it ever started becoming a job, I'd quit. And then whenever I made mention of that to several people, they said, no, don't quit. And they said, just revamp what you're doing this for. And I know when we first started out, it wasn't about the money. It was about showcasing, fishing and what we called, and, being the excitement, getting people excited about fishing is that. And so I started doing that instead. It still gets on me or gets over me sometimes that I never had those hours, but I still think about it, that hey, those videos and shorts and the live streams and whatnot that I've been doing, not just this one, but fishing, it's just about me out there having fun, and that was what I started out with to begin with. So I finally figured it out.
Yeah, and
I just need to get back out there and start doing it again.
Yeah, and a lot of my time is taken up. I have a full-time job. I work locally for TVA. I actually build schedules for anytime we build new transmission lines or substations. I build a schedule for that, do the cost control, and then my wife and I own a horse farm here in Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. So we board horses for people. We teach riding lessons, and yeah,
I knew you were going to start talking about, because they're already in chat talking about this.
Yeah, he liked large farm animals. Yeah, so I got a redheaded wife that bosses me around the farm, is what they're trying to say. Yeah, so.
And they're over here saying stop horsing around.
Yeah, I absolutely love it whenever the chat gets involved and starts roasting our guests.
So they're really getting into this, and they've been hounding Bob about this, because apparently you have a special guest that's going to be with you on Friday.
I'll go ahead and spill the beans about that one right now, because like Jody is it's not Carpenter. Jody is tired of losing on her own show to Catfish Hunters TV or Fishizzle. So we decided to team up against her on Friday. So so she has to go up against the both of us, and we're going to be dragging on the lake with 4 planer boards on each side, really covered in water. All right, hold on. My redheaded wife needs in the house. Just a minute.
It's almost like he just, knocks her out for, no reasons. It's like, just go outside. Don't worry about if it's locked.
It's going to take a village to beat me Friday. I think she missed a word after that one.
You're right.
Yeah, we could forget the boat, forget every rod, but every rod but one, and probably still beat Jody on Friday. So.
What a turncoat.
Oh man, yeah, I knew she would love that I was teaming up with John from Catfish Hunters TV. So.
Bob says steal his belt back.
Yeah, I will if he has it. Just how big a boy is he?
Oh, Lord of mercy.
There's Mr. Freddie himself with FOA Customs and Gears. What's going on?
Pouring that lead.
Yep.
There you go. Making them little weights. No way he'll get.
So no way, I'll get you, my baby, little too. I was wondering that Jody kind of looked like the Wicked Witch of the West. Now that proves it all right there.
We'll get her a hat. Nowhere she's going to talk like that.
Yeah.
Well, Halloween is coming up fairly soon, so
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, look out.
So getting back to what our original. Oh yeah, there you go.
That's a 2-month penalty.
Oh, ouch.
I didn't say anything about James. I guess he still has feelings.
He still has feelings.
So getting back to what we first started before asking about how long you've been in the YouTube. So where do you plan? What's your main goal? In other words, not just with YouTube, but in general, what have you got that's coming up? Other than what we were just talking about just then. You just randomly doing what you need when it comes up, or you got plans over the next 6 months or so?
Yeah, my plans for this year are just to keep competing. Palmetto Cats is doing the online fishing tournament. I'm going to try to do all those that I can and be as competitive as possible. I'm fortunate enough to live on some really good waters that make me look good. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you go to the Tennessee River, it's gonna make you look good. So I'm gonna fish those. I'm going to continue, fishing Jody's shows on Friday nights as I can. And I have a few funny videos I want to make. Like I was talking about the A-rig and stuff, just to like clickbait kind of stuff to help grow my channel a little bit. But no real big plans for any production videos. It's just fishing tournaments and having fun.
Anybody you're looking forward to fishing with? Traveling wise, fishing with?
Everybody but me, it seems like, has gotten to go fish with Steve Douglas. So I need someone to try to hook me up there. I don't. If
you do what you did this Friday, going to this Friday, you may count one person out of that.
Yeah,
they're not going to help you one bit.
Yeah, I may be blocked over that one. It said Jody's left my group chat. I don't know what happened yet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I would like to.
That's Steve blocked.
I got Steve blocked. I'd like to take Joe Jellison on my boat. I've never been able to take him out. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, over that, I'd like to fish with Steve Douglas, kind of pick his mind. I like fishing with people that are better than me, and always learning, always absorbing anything I can. Like I'm going on a guided trip on this Sunday down in Alabama, going to Wheeler Lake with a guide named J.R. Hall, and I just want to fine tune the way I drag baits. So I'm going with him to kind of fine tune that and fish down there in the land of giants. But over time, I've learned a whole lot from going with guides. Fishing with Joe. Joe taught me how to free line, how to anchor on trees, and do different things. Ty Conkle that does FB catfishing. I went with him and really learned the way he likes to do suspend drifting. Then Aaron Massey that does Tennessee River Adventures. He's taught me a lot about dragging baits. So it's just I'm kind of self-taught on live scope. So it's depending on the conditions, I kind of have a solution to the way I can go out and fish. So I'm a very versatile person.
There you go. Yeah, Jody says that's how you learn fish with people who have more knowledge than you.
Yep, that's right. So I'd love to go with Steve Douglas and pick his brain one evening for sure.
I was looking at that one.
So you hook you up with Joe, but I don't know. You can team up with Catfish
I
Hunter.
blew it. Oh, I blew it. My bad.
Well, the thing is he's not the only one that can hook you up with Joe.
True.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Very true.
I have an inside communication with Joe.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get her done. Of course,
I might weasel my way into that conversation to go with him too.
Yeah.
I know Bobcat says, I think it was Bobcat I saw earlier said that Joe likes to fish off of his own boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure. I do too. I like to be in control of everything, and it's hard to let go when you go with someone else and let them make the decisions and place the baits. Like I want to control every little detail, but you just have to let go sometimes.
Here's a shot at your buddy right here.
Oh, he ain't even in here. He's not even here backing me up.
So what a friend!
What kind of a friend? He might be mad that I blew the surprise tonight, but I thought it was funny just to blast it out on the live stream tonight. So.
Oh, Kelly, we didn't do our word of the night, son.
I don't even know if she's here. I think she is. She was at church, so I don't know if she's here upstairs or not.
You think she's going to come in?
If she's here, let me check real quick.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back to see if she's here.
All right. While Kelly's going to check to see if Sky's in the house. Anybody in chat? We always do a word of the week. Usually it's something that it's not a commonly used word, but anybody got any input on that? Go ahead and put it in chat. We all know what blasphemous. All right, see, Chris, you got me stuttering, son. We all know what that means. No? Yes, no?
She's coming.
She's coming. All right. So Chris said blasphemous. Say it for me.
Blasphemous.
Yes, thank you. My eye tooth got over my tongue. And
spicy food. Spicy.
So anybody with a word, anybody in the chats with a word that would like to be put on by Mr. Sky to look up and tell us what it means. What about you, Brandon? You got a word?
I,
Brandon said, "My brain just went
Yeah.
offline."
she wants a. I started to say bottom pounders, but I was just kidding. No, please don't Google that. Do not.
Oh, Bobcat says, look up Fishizzle.
Fishizzle. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Jody wants to know if you make a side bet.
I'll make a side bet on the air with you, Jody. Let's go.
Ooh.
That's how confident I am.
Ooh. And
as long as it doesn't involve wearing a dress or anything weird like that. You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of her thing a little bit there.
Yeah.
Dresses and things.
Yeah. Cool Cast was like, oh my God. Anything is possible. He's in the house. He said he's getting ready for bed. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. What's up, buddy? So anybody else? Anybody got a word? How about you, Catman? Just don't make it left field. But how about you there, Catman? Anybody got a word? Anybody got a word? I had a word. What did I have? I should have wrote it down, but I did not forget about it.
Yeah, what's the long word from Mary Poppins?
Expialidocious.
Yeah,
Supercalifragilistic
Is that in there?
It probably is.
Actually, I think it is. To be honest,
uttering, containing, or exhibiting blasphemy, irrelevant, profane.
Jody says America.
America.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is a good word. Not everybody uses it. Exasperated.
I did.
There's any fan possibles in the house. What's up, any fan?
Yep. Oh, there's another one.
Mm-hmm. I saw them.
So let her go ahead and get that one, and then we'll pop that one up.
We're gonna have
that's
2 or 3 of
better
them.
than that. I was gonna say that's actually better than the.
All right. Exasperated is feeling or expressing extreme annoyance or irritation.
There you go.
Just like Brandon's feeling tonight with Jody and James.
I was feeling that earlier myself.
Yeah.
Hey, here comes.
Y'all gotta go. We gotta hold some of these words for like next week and stuff too.
True, it's true. I tell you what, right? I tell you what.
Oh.
Sparkle Beauty. Look that one up and see how that comes out.
No, Jody, we're not going to look up the word that you are right now.
But
because that's how you feel. That's how you built. That's how you're going to feel after Friday.
But she did give us a good word.
Yes.
You know, so I you might want to write that and Bobcats down. And let's, because in case we forget next week, and then we have something to fall back on.
But we were looking up which one.
So Amy Jo had a suggestion.
Okay, you're not looking up any of them. Okay,
you hear me?
Do what?
Amy Jo had a suggestion. Butt hurt.
Butt hurt.
Oh, here we go.
He just goes, my butt hurts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, we know that. You just don't eat it at all.
Jody did mess up Jell-O, so there's that.
I know how. I still don't to this day know how you mess up Jell-O.
I swear I was watching Cool Cats on, I can't remember whose show. I think it might have been the bait shop he was on the other not too long ago, like last week or something, and I swear to God, I got the biggest kick out of him roasting Jody ever. And the sad thing about it is when I go into these shows, because I'm still not adept of being able to text real good, and it drives me crazy because I want to chime in on some of these things, and I can't.
yeah.
And Cool Cats was just roasting her and talking about
Yeah.
she burns water and she can't make noodles worth a damn. And I sat there and cracked up.
Yeah. The man's hilarious. He's just so quick-witted with it, man. It's awesome.
We're not going to acknowledge Jim and his comments.
Who's?
Jim's
Well,
Catman's. We're not going to.
Yes.
We're no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna time him out.
Oh, don't time him out.
I'm gonna time him out. What I'm gonna do?
It's gonna put it on screen here.
Nah. That is funny though.
No, I do not get butthurt after a fishing trip. Only
Yeah.
you do.
That's like James always fighting the skunk.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hold up. I was that person at one time.
He still is.
No, I generally catch fish when I go out now. It might be little ones, but I still catch them.
That's right.
Well, it's funny though. I got to look that up. All right.
What
Because
fish
he
like
said he
this?
said but Hirsch was in no, not that.
Fish like this?
No. I'm telling you, you're gonna be surprised whenever I bypass you.
I'm waiting for the day. It might be a little while. It might be a while.
Well, you're right, because I can't go fishing.
Nope.
I want to look.
Oh my goodness.
Holy Webster. Oh, okay. I
Accidentally
literally
catching a pizza box on fire is a favorite. What?
Look.
Duplicity.
Webster's dictionary has word of the day.
Oh, there you go.
I did not realize that.
Duplicity.
But I wanted to see. Here we go.
No, my name is not beside Butthurt.
I'm just checking, dude.
I could tell you that right now.
I'm just making sure.
That's what I can see it. It's how Kevin feels every time I show this picture. He gets butt hurt.
I'm not even looking at that picture. Okay, so according to in all seriousness, according to Webster's dictionary, there are other suggestions for butt hurt, such as butt rot.
We can stop there. We can just stop there.
Butt cut.
Is that anything different than a butt crack?
Well, there's butt out. Let's see.
Wow.
Butt head.
We go left.
Butt hole. butt shaft. I don't even want to go there.
Nope. Nope. Shouldn't even said it.
Butt ugly. Is other spellings for this, and a butters. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So it actually gave me
Jody. She goes, yeah, and tell us about Fishizzle.
Changing the subject.
And Chad Daddy, yes, it was today. It was 105 here today.
Yeah,
and it's going to be 105 again tomorrow. Then it's going to be. They're saying it's going to be 108 on Friday.
Good God.
We're supposed to be in the hundreds Friday and Saturday, I think it is.
Yeah.
But today, actually, for a change, It was
It wasn't
cool.
bad. It was hot, but we had a little bit of a cloud cover that kind of minimized it a little bit, but it was hot.
Oh yeah,
Humid. It was humid big time here.
Donald Knight wants to know if you've got any recommendations for a couples guide in your area, or a couple of guides in your area, rather.
A couple of guides. Yeah. I live close to Chattanooga, Tennessee, on the Tennessee River. I would recommend the folks that work for Scenic City Fishing Charters is the umbrella company, and I would look up Joe Jellison, that's with Chat Catch Fishing, and then also my buddy Aaron Massey, that's Tennessee River Adventures. If you want to catch a big striper, you can go just north of here and look up a guy named Melton Hill Bill. He can put you on a monster striper. Then if you want to go down to Alabama and probably have a chance for even bigger numbers of big catfish, look up J.R. Hall with Black Sheep Fishing Charters, or a guy named Josh Brown. Like they're always on monsters down there. So that's what I would recommend.
And then if you go more east, you still got Dieter Melhorn. You can hook up with him, or Tim King
over South Carolina.
Yeah, or Tim King over there on the James.
Actually, I think with Dieter, he can do because of where Lake Wiley is. It borders both North Carolina and South Carolina.
Yep.
So,
yep.
There's
a few you can hook up and fish with them, definitely.
Yep. Oh, dude, it's that magical hour. It seems like these hours are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
I think it's because we have such great guests on.
I never heard what the side bet was that Jody was wanting, but I don't know.
She never really said
responded.
I don't guess she wants the smoke.
The only thing I saw something about it says Brandon has a Blackstone on his boat. I'm guessing she's wanting your Blackstone.
I got a miniature Blackstone, and me and Bob went out and fished Palmetto's like Whisker Derby. It was a numbers tournament, and we were sitting on the back of the boat making bacon and eggs on the screen live during it. And highly recommend the miniature. You know, they're pretty inexpensive. Those little Blackstones are where it's at.
How big are they? Roughly.
The one I have is only 16 inches across. So, okay. But it was enough to cook a whole pack of bacon and a few eggs for us. Good enough for me and Bob that day. So.
There you go.
She said she wanted the Patriot. What is she putting up? That's my $150 carbon Patriot rod. What's she putting up?
She also said nice hat too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my buddy James gave me the hat with the skunk on it. I've been wearing it nonstop since I got it. Yeah.
And it hasn't put a curse on your fishing?
No, it's had no effect. The only problem is my wiener ate the button off the top of the hat when I left it on the couch.
Did you sit on it?
My little wiener dog chewed the button off the top. Yeah. No, not that one. Yeah.
Your choice. There you go.
Ooh.
My wife just went, oh.
She's like, got him. Oh, man. Yeah, right. Jody, I'll do that if you put up the Chunky Cat's fishing rod.
Ooh.
Dang. I don't know if she'll do that.
Chunky Cat's fishing rod versus
she has
a Patriot rod.
Yeah. Patriot Carbon. They're $149.
Yeah. Oh, good gosh.
Yeah, I was about to highlight that
one. Yeah, you should have given me a custom version. Deal. Dang.
All right. She's confident.
Well, let me
I gotta document this.
There you go. Got to document it.
I've had my eye on that chunky rod for a while. I'll have the glow show.
Well, I'll just do it here. And this is just for Jody.
Yeah.
She can't come back and say, I never said that.
There you go, Jody. That's just for you. So we can get this recorded permanently.
That's
Because
right.
you can go back and delete a comment.
That is right.
And only we have the power. You gotta come up on panel and agree to it.
Yeah, come on, Jody.
Come on up. Come on in.
Look
at this walk in the house.
Look who joined the chat now.
Hey, John. Well, I spilled the beans, John, and I actually bet her my Mad Cat's Patriot carbon rod up against her Chunky Cat's Fishing glow show rod, basically. So we got pressure on now, sir.
Yeah. She said deal in the chat. We'll see if she'll say deal on the show.
Yeah.
She's got to put her hair up, so she can look good.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I told you. What did I tell you? Did I not tell you? Hold on. There you go. Did I not tell you?
There she is.
Did I not tell you she was putting her hair up? Did I not just say that?
I had to. I look too rough.
All right.
I look almost as bad as Brandon.
we are the mediators of this bet.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brandon, are you willing to give up your Patriot rod if you lose?
I am on Jody's show Friday night. If me and John from Catfish Hunters TV, if our boat doesn't have more weight than Jody's boat, I will give her my $150 Mad Cat's Patriot carbon rod.
Okay, Jody, if you lose and do not get more weight than Brandon's boat, will you give up your chunky rod?
Yep.
Oh, you got to say it. There you go. There you go.
I got plenty of confidence. Brandon and John, I mean, geez. It's a piece of cake.
We'll have
nice doing business with you, Brandon.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, unless somebody doesn't help you out on your boat, because he's over here saying you've been flying around on your broom.
What?
You can tell we're both sponsored by Cool Cats Fishing. We got the merchandise available in the Cool Cats store online. And
there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Remember the last 2 times?
Remember the last 2 times?
The last 2 times. What are you talking about?
The best one was when Jody was leading the whole time and John wasn't really on him that night, but then with like 10 minutes left, he pops like a 40+ fish and goes to first place. And Jody was like, no.
It happens that way sometimes, though.
It's not over till it's over.
He snapped it.
Yeah, he snapped you bad.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, Miss Charlene, Indiana Catfishing from back in the day has just started her channel back up and is trying to get some footage to start showing again. Has come into our live stream, has graced us with her presence for the night, and I just wanted to say, love you, Charlene. Anybody that give her a little nudge there, and maybe she'll start putting out some more videos.
Yep,
would be good.
Uh-oh.
Right over there. Don't break it. Getting it out of the closet.
I was wondering.
We know how those glow rods are in the closet.
Yeah.
They like being closet glow shows.
Look how bright that rod is.
Oh,
It's going to look good on the Fishizzle, baby.
That's the closest you come to seeing it.
That's the closest you've seen it.
It's got the glow tape on it. I like it.
This is an Uncle Lou's.
Yep.
It looks like it looks like
is.
it was a rod that went off the side of the truck in the
In a
middle of a
construction
road
site.
crew. and kind of got mixed up in all the paint all at once.
But it will show up good on my boat. I've got some spread of planer boards, makes some blue lights that mount under your rod holders. I've got those on the back, and it'll light up the rod. If you've got line that glows, it'll light up the line going out through there. So yeah, I love those lights on the back of the boat.
Can you throw those in with the rod?
That's kind of sweet deal.
Yeah, I'll throw you in a set of those too. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that'll be your top constant. What is it?
Consolation prize.
Consolation prize. Yeah. That'll be the consolation prize.
That's right.
That way you don't feel so bad when you lose the rod.
That's right.
I have a little shout out to my buddy over at Cat Claws Journey to Riverbanks to make some awesome bank rod holders. So definitely be looking out for those. Those are awesome ones, and they pair good with those guard dogs.
There you go.
What do you have for?
Just saying.
Jeff Bill. Hold on, let me get it up here. Jeff Bill said, "Public Works fishing rod."
Yeah, that's what it's called now. The Public Works fishing rod. It ain't the glow. It ain't the glow rod anymore.
It's not the glow rod anymore. It's Public Works.
Fan.
Well, the good thing is though, if if you have a emergency on your vehicle, you just stick it out the window and
it'll shine.
Just stick it out in the air and put your hazards on, and it'll toot.
So Jody, you got anything to plug for your Friday night show?
Just every Friday night from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern time, all year long, live fishing.
All year long, and
all
me over
year.
here, and me over here going to sleep about that time.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I do get able to. I won't be sleeping. I'll say, who's on tonight, and I'll just start flipping, and I do catch your fishing sometimes. But like I said, ever since, especially here recently, I haven't been able to do anything. But but yeah, usually I'm going to bed so I can go up get up the next morning.
Yeah, my very first time going live was on Miss Jody's show. That was back when it was that was when you were on Thursdays, and then you moved to Friday. But yeah, Jody helped me get to 50 subs and got me included in her live stream, so I'm thankful for that. And we've been good friends ever since.
There you go.
Well, I'm going to jump down since it's Brandon's show. I just got one thing to say. Don't look, Brandon.
All right.
Say it,
I don't know. There's a story behind that. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell it or not.
All I know is Jody's biggest supporter always keeps on putting bad words there. Like, it happens a lot on her show the last 5 minutes, so that's a lot of non-support for her. She's always getting whooped at the last 5 minutes.
Speaking of other squirrels, there's Fishing with a Squirrel. He's
What's
made
up,
it in,
squirrel?
at least for the last few minutes.
Yep.
We've actually been
Cat you're welcome.
There you go. Well, Bubba, I hate to do this and having so much fun, but I'm going to have to get off of here, brother.
Yep. And I just got confirmation we do have a let's do it for next week.
Yeah, 4.
So
that'll work.
Next week we are gonna have the man of the hour, Mr. Danny Stone Outdoors.
Oh yes.
You have to cough after you start to say his name.
How will you get?
I got choked up. I got choked up on it.
How will you get Danny to be talkative?
Oh, we'll make him talk.
But yeah, Kevin, I appreciate you having me on the show, and Kelly, I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you being able to come on and hang out with us. Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anything you got? Anything else, Kelly? You got going? What you got going on the rest of this week?
Nothing this week. It's too hot, so I am not going to attempt my third almost
I know
heat stroke this week.
You have another heat stroke. You're gonna pop.
Yeah, I done had my attempt at the second one this week in the last couple of days, and I'm not going for the number third.
No,
No,
wouldn't be good.
I'm not, and my back is completely out of it, so they definitely ain't doing nothing like that.
Buckeye, I gotta.
What's up, Buckeye?
It's a surprise.
Buckeye.
Jody's not there on the air conditioned boat.
Rubbing it in.
That's right. Yeah, there's like a bed in that boat. You can take a nap. It's nice.
Buckeye, I am, buddy. Getting better every day and getting stronger every day. I appreciate that.
So, I don't know if he's in here, but we'll say hello to Jello because he might be still in here. I don't know.
Always is.
So before he says anything, we'll say, "Hey, Jello."
Well, I don't have. I was telling you earlier. I finally got my speech therapy started, and I'll have that tomorrow. And then hopefully, I'm hoping. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that sometime this weekend I might be able to go fishing. So,
Jeff, you're killing me.
But if I do go fishing, I'll definitely go live. So I've got
an idea for a video. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about doing a new way to tie up a three-way rig, or not three-way, but a three-hook rig for skipjack.
Cool.
So I might put that out.
Yeah. Before we go, I'll show you guys I got an umbrella rig. It's like a saltwater rig, but I'm gonna put 3 skipjack heads on this big thing and send it down in the river gorge. So it's 24 inches across, and the leader line, I use bigger leader than most people around me. Like I use 150-pound leader with crimpers because I just don't want it to break, and catfish simply don't care how thick it is. I've noticed zero drop off to the bite, so you might as well just beef it up as much as you can. With the 150, you can still do a quick snell on it, and then I run it up and do a crimp to the swivel. But yeah, look for a video from me dropping an obscene rig down with all skipjack heads in the near future.
That'd be nice.
So tonight's show is based off of go big or go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's right.
Pretty much.
That's right. And we got a good side bet for Friday night, so everyone tune in to that side bet Friday.
Good.
There you go.
Gravy, Jody.
Golly.
What are you going after? A shark?
You don't want it to get away.
She don't want it to break.
Nope.
But yeah, they don't care how thick it is. You think about it, they'll bite a bait on a trot line with a piece of rope on it, so it doesn't matter to them.
No,
exactly. All they want is that meat.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Well, like I said, I've got to go do something right quick, which you know what I've got with my mom and everything, get her squared away. Brendan, appreciate you coming on, brother. Like I said earlier, I had a great time. And I'm glad tonight I was actually able to get on where I wasn't able to last week. So hopefully that won't be an ongoing thing.
Yeah,
so,
I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. And if you guys ever feel up for it, just hit me up. I'd love to take you guys fishing down here sometime. If we can ever get together, let's do it.
Yeah.
I think between where Kelly lives and where I live, I think we just meet right there in the middle. I think we'd be great.
We've kind of figured out what is it, Chickamauga?
Yeah,
Chickamauga Dam is halfway in between both of us.
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect. That's right where I'd be putting in.
And before we leave, I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. Pontoons like a monster. Another tournament I'm going to beat Brandon's in.
She's talking about the monster.
Yeah.
She's talking about the monster hunt with
Jody. Yeah. Jody's in the monster hunt or the monster hunt, as Daryl would call it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me get over here right quick. That's not it. There we go. All right. So thank you everybody for coming in and joining us tonight, along with Brandon out of Fishizzle. I almost said it right.
Yeah, I can't even say it myself. I don't even know.
Fishizzle.
It was harder back when it was catfish shizzle, and then I shortened it down. Yeah.
With that being said, everybody keep the wind to your backs, baits in the water, and we will be seeing y'all next week.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks.